The views and opinions expressed on this program are those of the participants and do not reflect the views of BronxNet or the program underwriters.
BronxNet. Your voice, your views, your vision.
Good morning, everybody, and welcome to another episode of Open, the one and only show that opens up the Bronx and the world to you. I'm your host, Dr. Bob Lee, and we have a fantastic show lined up for you today. Leading off the show will be Dr. Tony Winuk, and he's an orthopedic surgeon who is here to give us tips on how to avoid sports injuries. The founder and CEO of the Future Society Incorporated is here. Larry Fair will be joined by Chief Executive Coordinator Sonia Nesbitt for a discussion on their organization. We got a whole lot. And then personal trainer Tracy Knott, he's going to display some of his stuff and what he's teaching people out in the community with his boot camp. He's going to try to get me to do some push-ups and sit-ups, but the doc here is not going to let me do it. After that, a very special performance by Rave Ninjas. And musical guest Amanda Holly will be here. She's going to perform as a part of our Open Summer Music Series, all right? So stay tuned, all that and more headed your way because we are now open for business. And good morning, everybody. I'm your host, Dr. Bob Lee from 107.5 WBLS, your number one source for R&B. Catch me on each and every night right after the Quiet Storm with Lenny Green. Now, today is Monday, June 3rd, 2013, and we've got a phenomenal show lined up for you today. Our first guest is an orthopedic surgeon who will tell us how to avoid sports injuries. I should have met him a while ago, and how to stay healthy during exercising. Please welcome Dr. Tony Winuk. We welcome you to the show.
Great. Thanks for having us.
Yes. Now, there's a lot of things that the people should know before they begin to engage in some sort of exercise or get involved in sports.
Yes.
So where should we start?
So, I mean, I think the big thing is, especially, as the weather starts to warm up and, we've been sort of complacent all winter long, the big thing is to start slow. I think the mistake that people make too often is to jump in too quickly. And there's a rule that we like to use, which is the 10% rule, which is that, you kind of start slow, and as you increase, you shouldn't increase by more than 10% a week to avoid jumping in too quickly.
So if you're going to start playing football?
Sure. Yeah. So the big thing is sort of the preseason conditioning, and obviously that's a big thing for all sports, and that starts with the first thing is stretching. Before any kind of workout.
How important is stretching?
Oh, it's huge. It's huge. The stretching, and especially as we get older, becomes increasingly more important because your tendons and ligaments become less pliable, and so that stretching is the biggest thing that you can do to help prevent injuries. And I think the big thing is that when people do stretch, they tend to sort of just go through the motions and brush it off too quickly. And the key to a good stretch is making sure that you hold each stretch for at least 30 seconds to really make it more effective. Yeah. The other thing that people often overlook is the core. So your abs and your back are sort of the foundation to your whole body. So everybody works on building up their arms and their legs, because that's what looks good, and you kind of often ignore the abdominal and back
so you
muscles.
get that Bluto look, big up here and everything
Exactly.
else is weak.
So it's important to have that whole body conditioning, which is another key to preventing injuries.
Yeah. Well, you said the core. The core is very, very important because it controls it's the center of the body and it controls everything.
Absolutely. Yeah. Like you said, it controls everything. It helps maintain your balance, and warming up, some sort of light jog, get on the bike, anything to sort of loosen up your muscles in addition to the stretching also is another key to helping to prevent injuries.
And should parents get involved? Parental
absolutely.
Guidance and involvement.
You talk to most kids, they just want to get out there and play, they don't really think about all these other things, but so it's important for both parents as well as coaches to make sure all kids or young athletes go through all the proper warm-up routines, like you said, the stretching, a light 5-10 minute jog just to get your heart rate up a little bit, and those sort of small preventative steps can really help prevent the bigger injuries. And
What mistakes do people do? What are the biggest sports injuries that you encountered?
yeah, so the biggest mistakes are really overuse injuries. All right, so everybody nowadays wants to be, the next Mariano, the next Jeter, and so
Really fast. right?
exactly, really fast, and the idea is, they play. It used to be, you played ball during the season, but now there's summer leagues, there's, traveling leagues, so they play
Yeah.
all year long. So they never really get much of a break, and so your body needs a little bit of time to adjust and needs a little bit of an off season. And a lot of young athletes don't get that these days, and so you end up with a lot of people with these overuse injuries, and that's why Major League Baseball, as well as the Youth Baseball League, have created all these rules to try to limit, pitch counts and monitor, for these overuse problems.
Yeah. Well, we got the playoffs. Who's going to win tonight?
It's a good question.
But a lot of these people playing with sports injuries because, there's a lot of money involved. They don't want to say that they're injured or, they want to go through the whole thing, but they have to play a number of games in order to complete what they're doing.
Yeah, no, absolutely. Yeah, especially at that level, you do play through a lot of injuries, because the economics of it all.
A lot of people don't know that they're playing with those injuries because, you're right, you said the economics, they may want to be traded. You don't want to go, say you're unhealthy and reduce the amount of money that you're going to get.
Absolutely.
You don't want to go hurt to another team.
Yeah, no, it's a very sort of difficult problem to address and deal with, and like I said, it's a lot of people don't want, because once you're known to have an injury, or once you're known to sort of be prone to injuries, your sort of market value definitely goes down, and it's much harder to get that
And then the
lucrative
players
contract.
find out too. The players say, "Oh, you can go left on him because he can't move. His knees are like."
Oh, absolutely. I mean, the scouting reports these
Yeah.
days are unbelievable. People pay attention to all those little weaknesses and certainly take advantage of that. So, it's definitely anybody who's got an injury, you definitely try to keep it under wraps.
So, what made you want to get involved in something like this, Doc?
I think my big thing is, growing up, I was also an athlete, and I suffered through a few injuries, and as a result of those injuries, wasn't able to play again. And so I kind of know where these athletes are coming from and sort of can relate to them. And I think to me it's very exciting and gratifying to be able to help someone get back to that sort of same level of performance that they are used to.
Mm-hmm.
And I think that I'm lucky that people I get to work with, like you said, are very motivated, very goal-driven. And so it's a very stimulating group to work with.
Are people coming back from injury faster today than they did yesterday?
I know a lot of times it seems like it.
It seems like it.
The big example is Adrian Peterson. Everybody talks
Yes,
about
yes.
how quickly he came back from his ACL injury. If you really look at it, he's an exception, meaning that his first season back was better than the average person's, but his actual time from recovery is really not that different. He just worked harder at it than the average person did. The bottom line is you can't change biology, right? There's certain things you just can't speed up. These are great athletes. They're great human beings physically, but biology is still biology. I think that a lot of the rehab and training methods that we utilize are a little bit more efficient
Than they were before. in the
Correct.
past.
And I think that some of the newer surgical techniques that we use are less invasive, which also helps to speed up the recovery.
Yeah, because it does seem like they pop up, like the captain of the Yankees. He had the ankle injury, a broken ankle.
Yeah.
And it seems like he came back pretty fast
For
that type of injury.
It's I think we have a much sort of better understanding of different sports injuries nowadays, and sort of address the little nuances, which I think helps to improve it. I don't think it's a dramatic improvement, but I think we've have a much better understanding of what it takes to get people back on the field as quickly as possible in a safe manner once again.
Okay. Did we miss anything? What should people understand or learn from what you're trying
Sure.
to do?
I think once again, the key to injuries is prevention, right? It's much easier to avoid an injury than to treat it once it's happened. And I think, once again, stretching,
Stretching.
making sure that you do whole body conditioning. So, the core once again, in addition to the your arms and your legs. Some sort of aerobic exercise. Everybody focuses on strength. Nobody really thinks about the cardiovascular part of things.
Yeah.
So making sure you have good endurance and cardiovascular training is a huge component of it all.
I spoke to Melly Mel, premier rapper.
Yeah.
And he said, you know what? I used to go straight into the gym and just work out, get the muscles going. He said, but you know what I do now? Cardiovascular. He said, I never knew that. I said, how important that was.
Oh yeah. It's
To do that before I started working out with the weights.
right. No, it's a huge key, because if you don't have the endurance, then you fatigue, and then that's when you're predisposed to injuries again.
Okay. Where can we get more information on what you're talking about today?
We can go to our website, montefiore.org, and you can look at our sports link, and we have some information for sports injuries.
Very good. Thank you so much, Dr. Tony Wanek, MD, orthopedic surgeon, and of course from Montefiore Hospital. Right?
Yes, sir.
Yes. Thank you
Great.
so much.
Thanks for
I'm
having
going
us.
to come in there and check my this muscle right below my hip there. We'll be right back. We'll take a look in the Future Society Incorporated. That's coming up next.
Get that. Oh, I must be careful. There. Well, that's a nice picture.
Come on, Anna.
Okay.
Foreclosure doesn't affect just you. It affects your whole family too. If you've fallen behind on your mortgage, we can help. Call 1-888-995-HOPE because nothing is worse than doing nothing.
And welcome back to Open, everybody. Now here to tell us about the Future Society Incorporated is Larry Fair and Chandra Nesbitt. We welcome you guys to the show.
Thank you.
What's it all about? What's it all about? What's it all about?
Well, the Future Society was formed because I grew up in an orphanage at called the Wartburg Orphan Farm School in Mount Vernon.
Yeah.
And we had positive people around us that raised me, and because of that positive influence and input that they had in our lives, I don't know how I decided to have my own organization, but it was my way of giving back,
Yeah.
and paying it forward, and so.
There are a number of organizations like that all up and down the Hudson, Children's Village, Lincoln Watts, and things of
I'm familiar with those.
places of that nature. How good are those places to enhance the life of our children and our society today?
Well, there's a lot of like you said, there's a lot of orphanages that they have around us. It's all about the quality people they have there, because they have some people that are working at these places and they don't have it from the heart.
They're not passionate.
They're not
about it.
passionate about it. You have to have someone that really cares about the future of these children, and that's what it's about. You have to start them when they're younger, and that's what we try to guide them and instill in them, that there are options out there, and not having to worry about, you have to worry about joining gangs or anything like that.
So you got out of it and got your life together. How did you straighten all that out?
Well, because I had the positive influence in my life, what happened with me is that we got to go away to sleepaway camp at PAL, and up in the Catskills and everything. We got to do a lot of trips. We got to go horseback riding and fishing. That's what we do with the kids now. So my way
nature,
of paying, nature and everything.
When you live in
it's
a
so
concrete
important for
jungle,
them.
it's hard.
Exactly.
Yeah.
They got even in a concrete jungle, there's just natural nature all around you, and the children are not aware of all that.
Yeah,
Everybody's
they're
just
into
running
something
around.
else. They're into
You
what's
see a
happening
bird,
in
you
the
see a
neighborhood.
hawk flying over, things like that. You have to point out these things.
Yeah.
They say stop and smell the roses.
Right.
And that's what it's like.
And Shonda, how did you get involved in this?
I got involved about 5 years ago. I was always doing service activities in my community, and I came across Larry in Mount Vernon, and I was very influenced by the fact that it was a positive black man trying to reach out to disadvantaged children in the neighborhood and get them to team up with each other,
So
learn
that-
leadership skills, and get them to think outside of their own block or their own community, interact with other people in the community, like the police department, the fire department, other than in an emergency.
Yeah.
The fire department sponsors a fishing trip for our kids. We hold obstacle course activity games and raise money so that we can take kids for free on trips.
That's great.
And the fire department comes along, and the other males teaching people how to fish. Young boys, young girls, mothers, uncles, anybody else we can get out with them so that they can interact with them positively.
Because sometimes you don't have people in your family, you want to go fishing with your father or your mother.
It's about memories, right? Creating
Sometimes,
memories.
sometimes
Right.
you don't
That's what it's
have
about.
that. How important is that to get the youngsters out of this circle, and the only thing sometimes that they know that we're growing up in, we're conditioned to believe that this is it.
Right.
How important is that to get them
It's
outside?
very important.
of that?
I had a young man say to me before, how does one think outside the box when they're not willing to leave the box? And I said, you know what, it's true, because so our activities make sure that they get to see the other things, that the gangs aren't influencing them to try to be in the gangs and thinking that that's all there is to it. So even if we just go for a hike, I say Mount Vernon has 2 sets of woods,
Yeah.
Hunts Woods and Wilson Woods, and they don't cost you nothing.
That's right.
It costs nothing. We go there, and all these little kids are scared of little bugs, so we do like a nature hike.
Yeah.
We do like a scavenger hunt with it. So they got to find 3 bugs or something, whatever they got to do,
Yeah.
just to make them not afraid of anything anymore.
Yeah, and you can
That's
point
what's
out
up.
where different animals live, right?
Exactly.
They live in the
Exactly.
hollow tops of trees.
And the
all
parents
that.
don't need to know the names of everything either. You just say, that's a scary looking bug, or that's nasty looking, whatever, just to have the fun and to have the memories, and that's what it's
And,
about.
and what plants to touch and what plants not
Exactly,
to touch.
exactly.
Exactly,
About poison
right.
ivy, we show
Yeah,
all that
that's
shit,
it.
things
Poison
like
oak,
that.
poison ivy.
Exactly, and that's what it's about. But the thing is to have them out and enjoying nature, and
Yeah.
off the block, not influenced by any negativity.
And they can talk about that when they get a little older too. Oh, I remember that trip, and they'll come back to you. Too.
Exactly, and they keep coming back with it. And then they go out, our specialty, we found that knack between the parents being involved and being able to do something with their children. You got to get them at the age where they want to be with the parent right now.
Yes.
And they love it. They go fishing with us, they go hiking, whatever after. They're talking about it for years.
Yeah.
And it's like I said, this is our 5th anniversary as a nonprofit in
Wonderful.
Mount Vernon already. And they'll still come back and talk about it. And now this year, we have a fishing trip with the fire department, like she said, on July 11th.
Uh-huh.
We're trying to get new people each time because we want other people to experience it also.
Yeah.
But the regular ones still keep coming. We say, okay, we got to try to see how many new people we can
Yeah,
get in
yeah,
because
yeah.
it's just so much fun.
Yeah.
And it's
Well, the
volunteers.
regular people that come want to get out of the hood. They want to,
Exactly.
let's
But
go
we
fishing.
sponsor the children from 17 and under. If they're 8 years or younger, they have to have a parent there.
Yeah.
We encourage them to be there anyway. But if they're older than that, we try to get them to volunteer. If you volunteer at 3 events that we do, like obstacle courses, through the games and the fields,
Yeah.
we also sponsor for the adult. So it's just a win-win for everyone.
Beautiful, beautiful.
And our obstacle course games activities go along with Michelle Obama's Let's Move campaign,
Yes,
because
yeah.
anybody can do those campaigns, young, old, no size restriction or activity level.
Is the mayor involved? Mayor
Yes,
Davis?
yes, he's very supportive. As a matter of fact, we have a gala coming up in June 20th at the Davenport. He's one of the honorees for Division. He's always been encouraging me, also on his radio station on WVOX
Yeah.
in New Rochelle, talking about it. Every time he sees her on the street, he always talks about, because I grew up in an orphanage, how it could have turned out and things like that. So I always respect that with him. And he's also let us do things throughout the city, joining with the Recreation Department and Mount Vernon Youth also, Youth Department, Youth Bureau. And so it's been really
Yeah,
good.
well, it can go either way. I mean, you know, when you don't have your parents there guiding you in the right direction, you're going from foster care to foster care. You know, you don't really, sometimes you can't find anybody like you can call your parents.
Well, they've always instilled in me the sense of confidence. They said, always hold your head up high, no matter what you do, and whatever you do, just to be the best at it. And because if you're miserable about that job, it makes it that much worse.
Yeah.
So they always talk about holding your head up and try to reach her as much as you can.
So you do go back and visit the Pop Palizanos, the Pop Miss Trevance and all that?
Well, what we do is we started an intergenerational festival with the Whopper where I grew up. And we did it 2 years. Now they have construction up there. They're building some new buildings up there. But they were great because I thought it was important because I had the seniors influence me as we grew up. So I thought it was important for the youth to interact with the seniors and vice versa because seniors don't get to see the children having fun anymore.
Yeah.
So we do our games and everything up there for them and they get to interact with them and craft stuff and everything. And they also do a toy drive for us every year where we give toys out through Mount Vernon even into January.
Oh, great.
And we donate. So every year they have a little ceremony for us and we go out there and sing carols and stuff and then we go out deliver door to door throughout Mount Vernon, different daycares.
Great. So what do you have coming up next?
We have the gala.
You have the gala?
We have the gala on June 28th. That's our fundraising event so that we can take many more kids out on trips and do many more activities.
We're gonna get together and go fishing with you guys.
We're going fishing on July 11th with the fire department. Then we have Relay for Life, which is at Mount Vernon High School.
On the
We're going to do
14th.
activities there. on-
Cancer survivors. and
Yes,
everything.
that's
June
right.
14th is June 14th and 15th is actually Relay for Life for Mount Vernon. We usually do the games for them and everything. This year we actually staying overnight. We're going to do a little campfire thing with them and everything.
You
So they can experience-
participate in National Night Out with the police
Yes,
department?
we do.
Yeah, every year.
Yep.
Every year.
Guys are out there.
With the Yonkers YMCA also, we was at the African American Cancer, actually up at Kensico Dam. We're all over
Yeah,
the
the
place. Glen
festival.
Island, FDR Park, the whole Lower West. Any funds that we raise goes back to Mount Vernon Youth.
Beautiful.
Because I believe in taking care of your own backyard.
Yeah.
And that's what I look at. 'Cause that's where I live and that's where I work.
Yeah, so we need more people like you, more people, more organizations, so we can get more people involved in creating the awareness that there's something other than just what we're growing up in and what we're
Right.
conditioned to believe is the only thing.
Right.
You know,
There's
there are a
other
lot of
options.
other things outside of that box that you can learn.
And
I'm
we
sure
encourage-
you have a lot of programs other than what we spoke
Oh,
about.
yes, oh, yes, a lot of different things. And we encourage people to volunteer all the time because they get to actually have fun at the same time and also enjoy our trips.
Yeah.
And the thing is, when you see the looks on the children's faces, when they get to come back and they talk about they went fishing or they went hiking
Yeah,
and all that
yeah.
kind of stuff.
And I caught a big one.
Yeah,
Oh,
they
was
got
that
memories,
good?
yeah.
Exactly,
Yeah,
so
absolutely.
and even when it's slow, they just love being on the boat. And then on the way back, the captain lets them drive the boat a little bit.
Oh,
and they
really?
take pictures and everything.
Oh,
It's
that's
just- I
unbelievable.
was jealous because I went all those years. And I didn't get to drive the boat, so he finally let me get a chance to drive the boat because I cried a little bit. I have no shame. Anyway, but that's the thing is you have to be fitted with the children.
Right,
You have fun. Some people say I'm always joking around. You work with kids, you have to have a sense of humor.
Oh, yeah.
And that's the time to be serious. They have to respect that also.
Yeah.
So you have to know the difference between it. And we have bridged that gap with them, you know,
Yeah.
and it's been really good.
Okay. Where can people get more information on what you're doing?
I'll let her handle that part.
We're at the Future Society. If you go to our Facebook page, we're on Twitter. Just put the Future Society Inc. in and we'll come up and you'll get us and our phone number. You can call us on our phone number, 914.
914
Yeah.
914-539-2589. And that's why she's the coordinator. 'cause
Yeah, we're covered on social media, so just reach out to
There you
us.
go. Shonda Nesbitt, Chief Executive Coordinator of Future Society Incorporated. Larry Fair, Founder, CEO, Future Society Incorporated. Thank you guys so much.
Thank you for having us.
And good luck with everything that you do. God
Thank you
bless you.
Thank you, thank you.
All right, we'll be right back with Open right here on BronxNet. Tracy Knott can join us next. I don't know if I'm working out with him, but we'll find out.
Hello, I'm Carla Cadenas, and you can check out Open 2.0 at 4:30 on Fridays or on the web at www.bronxnet.org.
Hey, how's it going?
Sir, are you okay?
What? Oh, this? It's probably nothing. I'm sure it'll go away.
Go away? But, sir, that can't be good.
No, it's cool, really.
Do you want a napkin or something?
Everything's fine. Thanks.
You wouldn't ignore this. So why ignore the signs of a stroke? At the first warning signs, call 911 immediately. Because time lost is brain lost.
Low-fat cheese sandwiches on whole wheat bread. Chewy and good for you. Snacks high in calcium help build strong bones. and foods rich in fiber are good for your heart. So you have the power to dominate. Can your food do that? Run, throw, think, eat better. Find out more at smallstep.gov.
You know, when I was younger, man, my brother was the one who really took care of me, man.
Is that right?
Hey, he'd wake me up in the morning, get me ready for school, take a shower, make me some breakfast.
Where your brother at now?
Oh, he know. Iraq. I get lonely, nobody to talk to. Felt like quitting school. He looked at my dad in my eye, he told me, if not for me, do it for him.
Give Josh and our class of 08 the boost they need to graduate. Join us at boostup.org.
My name's Brandon. 9 years old, being alcoholic.
Hi, Brandon.
I'll start drinking with the older kids. And whatever they do, I'll do.
Kids who drink before age 15 are 5 times more likely to have alcohol problems when they're adults. So start talking before they start drinking.
I know it'll start with alcohol. I'm just not sure how it's gonna end.
If you want Hot Topics, Kermit.
Our next guest is a certified personal trainer who will show us how to bounce and how to move and how to work out from his weekly boot camp at Van Cortlandt Park. You see him out there, he's doing jumping jacks, he's working with the core, he's working the leg muscles and everything, and to get you working looking like this. Bam! Should I take this jacket off?
Yeah.
Anyway, what are we working on? Tracy Knott, ladies and gentlemen, and he's here with his colleague Brian, and they take care of business out there in the park.
That's right.
In
That's
90
right.
degree, 100
That's right. We had 90 degrees. That's right.
Yeah.
This weekend we were blessed. Definitely, we were blessed with that. But we went out there before in the cold weather and the rain, so it doesn't matter. So 6 a.m. Oh no, we're out there rocking.
Camp.
That's right. That's right. So the thing about it, what's great about Van Cortlandt, you have the open area, and then also we hit the trails too. So when it started to rain, we really didn't feel it was.
Do you have something where you go into the barbed wire through the mud?
No, not that type of boot camp. It's so funny that you said that. A lot of times,
because a lot of people do.
Yeah. Well, people when they know, they see I run a boot camp, they think I'm the type of person that I'm standing over them, screaming at them and stuff like that. I don't do that. I work out with them, so I'm a great motivator, and they see that. You know.
And you got to keep in shape because you're a court officer.
That's
also.
right. That's
Somebody
right.
acts
That's
up in
right.
court, you got to say, hey, let's go.
That's right.
Get that collar.
That's right. And then on a serious note, where a lot of times we're working with the prisoners, and just before we take them into the courtroom, best believe they size you up where they'll look at you and see if they want to take a run out of the courtroom.
Whoa!
So, I mean, being in shape is very important.
You know that they
size
you up.
Yeah. And another thing, too, where it's my second year doing this boot camp, I had some people that, tailed off somewhat.
Yeah.
And people, you have to realize how important health is. I mean, not only you do it for yourself, but you have people depending on you.
Yes.
I mean, just how you have to eat every day, you should work out every day. Now, mind you, I'm not talking about being a bodybuilder or a fitness person.
Exercise your mind, body, and spirit every day in preparation for life.
Every day. Don't get discouraged. Keep it going and stay on track.
So what are you guys working on now out in the park?
Well, I'm going to do something today where a little thing with my cardio where, of course, I always key on the core, which are the abs, the lower back, and the glutes. That's where you get all your strength from. And hopefully, I know you're going to join.
Well, I'll be standing over here, and I'm going to be watching so I can pop back.
Why are you going to talk about the first time I got you on the show that time? No, I'm not going to.
No, I'm good. Because
All right.
remember what the doctor was saying out there. He said
Yes.
you need to warm up before
Right.
you get involved and
Okay.
stretch. So I didn't
But you
do
were
any of that
stretching
stuff.
over there. Oh, yeah.
I'm
All
gonna
right.
watch you guys. What are you gonna work on first?
What we're gonna do, I'm gonna use one like I do all the time. I always use music to take you out of what you're really doing, and it's a great thing to do. So what I'm gonna do is we'll start in here. This never changes as far as posture. Your chest is out, arch your lower back. Your knees are slightly bent. You keep your knees slightly bent to take the pressure off your lower back. This right here, what happens, as I said before, we're getting older as we speak. If you stay like this, before you know it, you're gonna be walking with your chest out, which is a good thing to do. So we're gonna do something here. We just dig, pull, pull,
dig,
2 times, pull, then we're in here, twist, 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 twist. Lastly, we just hit the ground, boom, boom, other arm, and then we'll alternate. Okay? Ready to start. I wish I had some more people that want to rock with me, like Bob Lee, but, you know, you can drop it now, sir. We're ready to start. Come on. 1, 2, 1, 2, 1, 2, 1, 2, energy, 1, 2, 1, 2, 1, 2, 1, 2, 1, 2, 1, 2, 1, 2, 1, 2, 1.
Slip and slide getting loose. More punch than your bowl of juice. And ain't nobody more jiggly than us. So rough it causes hair looks like wood. Give it to me, break it here. Don't stop, girl, shake your head, shake there. Let Money Mark get off your door. We off the chain for the whole year. So if you look good with a big old butt, live in your own crib and make your own bucks. Hit me at TradePlus.com and tell me where you from. Smoke out, choke out, we get off the chain like we just broke out. You don't know about me, J-Rock. Now come through all the hate. Cause I got more gang, more cheese in the bank, more rain. My dogs on dubs, sure ain't. My dogs do whatever. Dogs can't eat them get. That's gon' make you get up.
1, 2, 1, 2, Bob Lee. 1, 2, 1, 2, 1, 2, 1, 2, 1, 2, 1, 2.
Ain't no stopping it. SNS and we rockin' it. We gon' lock it and do our thing. It's my dream team taking all the rings. I got Trey Plus who beat much guts and a deuce spot flipping hoops non-stopping. Lost track to my side just vibing. And JV gon' call with me. T-double-D, he up on that excursion. Swerving all on the curb with a virgin. And I'm Trina, you heard my name. Still the best, ain't a damn thing.
Now it's time to get down with your boy C.O. B Money Mark in the Big Freak Show. Recognize, do when I creep through the room with the give me room cause I'm buck wild man. I get you caught, get you loose in the sand. Trade Plus and we running it stand. Bump, you spin the wheel. Don't speed them, that's gon' make you get up. Get your seat and get it go. We don't play, we take it to the high. M.I.A. take it to the high. This the way we take it to the high. Take it to the high, take it to the high. 305, take it to the high. We got that fire, take it to the high. Slip and slide, take it to the high. Take it to the high, take it to the high. 2 more bottles of Chris and get busted. While you listen to this,
give them a big round of applause. Everybody in the audience, everybody at home. See, I was doing a little something over there so I can, come back and still have that, that breathing thing going on,
Yeah, I do
but
that.
I had to do it just before I start breaking out in the sweat because I've got some other
things to do, like your meetings and stuff. Yeah.
But that's good. That's a good cardio right there.
Always. See, what it is that when people, when they start to work out, they start to get bored, and you're not seeing results, you end up quitting. What I usually do, I keep variety in it. Like I said with the music, certain things that you do, you don't even realize what you're actually doing. We were working our legs, back, core, even pulling with our arms. And the main thing is, as far as your abs go, if you're doing with the twist, that's working, even in here.
And usually you don't see things right away.
No.
You say, oh man, I've been doing this for about a week. I feel a little something, but I don't. But your metabolism has changed.
That's right, that's right. Another good thing too, when it comes to cardio, the best time to do it is first thing in the morning, when your system is empty and it reaches for the fat, and that's how you lose fat, really.
All right, so when do you eat? And what do you eat to keep everything going?
What do I eat? I eat high protein, low carbs, minimal fat. The whole thing about complex carbs, the last complex carb meal you should have is no later than 3. Best at 12, Because what it is that, if you know, you see like marathons, just before a marathon,
Yeah.
they load up the night before.
The night
with
before,
car,
the carbs.
because they're going to be
Pastas
working
and all
out
that
for
stuff.
hours. So that's
Mhm.
the whole, that's how it stays in your system, you burn it off.
Yeah, yeah, yeah. And you know, a lot of people, they get that mixed up because if you eat and then try to go work out, it ain't
Yeah.
gonna work like that. Because you're like, oh, you're gonna feel it trying to come back up over here.
That's
somewhere.
right, embarrass yourself too.
Tracy Knott, give him a big round of applause, everybody. Brian in the house, yes indeed. Catch them out working in the park. Where?
6 a.m. Van Cortlandt, 251st. We're doing our second beach workout, which is in Connecticut, exit 19, Sherwood Island. That's at 7 a.m. also. 6 a.m.
You know,
every weekend.
The
We
good
don't play.
workout is to run over there.
Okay, all right. You be with me running too. Oh, right on 95.
There you go. Tracy, thank you so much. We got to take a quick break, but when we come back, a special performance from Rave Ninjas. Don't go away.
Hi, this is Jeff Fox for 107.5 WBLS. And when I get off the radio, I check out my man, the Dr. Bob Lee and Cool Clyde. It's open on BronxNet. I never miss it.
And here they are, ladies and gentlemen. They're here to perform the Rave Ninjas.
Cool reflection of shimmering light won't let me sleep again. Pretty patterns casting far and wide. My mind's alive and awake with it. I dream of long empty shores. I hear the crash of the waves. I know this dream is also yours. So let's live today. There's something about today that makes me feel this way. Summer still There's something about today. There's something I should say. It's summer still
Rave Ninjas, ladies and gentlemen. Give them a big round of applause. All righty. Now, who's the spokesperson for the group? You have the microphone. How you doing?
I'm good. How are you?
How did you guys meet, and why did you start a crew like this?
Well, it all started with Ghost Ninja. He's our founder.
Yeah. When I first started the Rave Ninjas, it kind of picked off in 2010 when I went to my first party and no one there. Everyone had like glow sticks, LEDs.
Was it Halloween?
It was a Halloween.
It was a Halloween party.
It was a Halloween party, and everyone was like using their own type of glow sticks. But I was looking like, how come we don't have any people with lightsabers or anyone, you know, with little glow sticks and all that? And then I started with my own lightsaber, and then people looked at it and was like, hey, how did you do all those moves and everything?
And then you got the crew together. You stand right and fill out that gap. Yeah.
I got the crew together
What's your name?
during. I'm Seth.
Seth.
I'm Ghost.
Shay.
I'm Eric.
And Eric. Ghost. Seth. Shay.
Eric.
And Eric. They make up the ninjas. You guys perform on? People hire you to go to different places?
Yeah, we actually do a lot of different types of events. We do from
birthday parties to.
Well, we're hoping to do some birthday parties soon. You know, my 3-year-old loves it, so why not? But we do a lot of rave scene events, mostly like Star Wars themed or, you know, Final Fantasy, or a lot of anime and video game scene events. We actually do have one coming up. I can't remember the exact date, but it's actually on our fan page on Facebook. So
all right. What's the page?
It's facebook.com/Rave Ninjas. It's with a Z at the end, so you can always go and check it out. We're all very active on the page. We actually do speak to all of our fans, so it's a really good thing when we go out and we're not performing and people are like, hey, where are you going? This and people actually come into my job and they're like, it's you! And I'm like, I'm at
the Rave
Ninja! And my manager's like, nothing. So
now, did you get this concept from the Ninja Turtles? Or?
No, actually it's more martial arts themed, you know? A lot
so
of
you guys are into martial arts?
Yeah, we all do our own type of martial arts.
And all that stuff? Oh, okay.
Yeah, but a little bit smoother.
A little smoother? All right. What's that real smooth thing that the
Tai Chi.
People, Tai Chi.
Love Tai Chi. Good stuff.
So, where do you guys go next?
Well, we're actually we spend a lot of time training. Again, our next big headline performance would be in June or July. I can't remember off the top of my head. We are always interested in doing something and coming out and showing love. We actually don't just stick with, you know, the rave scene. We actually would like to branch out. You never know who wants to see a beautiful light show.
That's right. And not only a light show, you said you spend a lot of time training, right? What are some of the things you do in training?
Well, we practice from when we do our performances. We also practice on how to do it successfully. Like, for instance, you might have someone who might copy our style, but they're fumbling at the saber.
Yeah.
And that means like they do it and it falls, or like they're picking it up. What we practice on is to help us with our hand-eye coordination and also our stamina, so we're not, you know, doing all these moves and we're like.
And since you're into karate and all that stuff, you do this with swords also.
Yes.
Yes. That could be a little more dangerous than a light, right?
What I practice on,
shucks, look at.
But we take
what I practice on the most is my dance, and I have 20 years of professional dance training. So I try to incorporate that in a lot of things. So it's really fun because, you know, a lot of people don't see that. They'll just see us and they'll automatically think that, oh, you know, we're just a whole bunch of people that we go around and we toss
swing lights.
Yeah, but they don't realize that it takes a lot of hard work and a lot of balance. You know, once we get new weapons, we get new items and stuff like that, it tends to be heavy. We have to work constantly, consistently. We practice in our free time. You know, it's a full-time thing.
It is.
It really is.
And not just light swingers, ladies and gentlemen. They can swing some swords also. Rave Ninjas, give them a big round of applause. Thank you guys so much.
Thank you.
Awesome.
Thank you for your time.
There you go.
My name's Brandon. I'm 9 years old, being alcoholic.
Hi, Brandon.
I'll start drinking with the older kids. And whatever they do, I'll do.
Kids who drink before age 15 are 5 times more likely to have alcohol problems when they're adults. So start talking before they start drinking.
I know it'll start with alcohol. I'm just not sure how it's gonna end.
How you doing? I just want regular, no sugar today.
You got it.
Thanks. Hello.
Hi.
Did you eat that whole thing today?
Yeah.
Yeah. That's
Hi, how you doing?
She's getting big, huh?
Good. Yeah, she is big. Great haircut.
Yeah.
Yeah, looks cute. Come on, let's go. Nice to see you. Thanks a lot.
If only child abuse were this easy to recognize. If you even suspect abuse, call 1-800-4-A-CHILD. All calls are anonymous and confidential. Trust your instincts.
And welcome back to Open, everybody. The beat goes on and on and on until the break of dawn. Our Open Summer Music Series is here. Check it out. You're good, you're great. Our next guest is a talented singer, songwriter, pianist, and a violinist who has collaborated with Grammy, Emmy, and Academy Award winners throughout her career. Please welcome to the open stage, Amanda Holly. Give her a big round of applause, everybody.
My mama tells me I'm too young, but love's a song I've already sung. I know the passion, ooh, I know the pain. I felt the sting of Cupid's dart. I got the feeling deep in my heart. I got a love that never can be. I got a love that's burning me. Oh, I know the passion, I know the pain, but I got such a need for him. He is my first romance. I wish he'd hold me tight and love me through the night. My mama says it's wrong for such a young girl to love so strong. Oh, it's like the sunshine and the rain, to know the passion and the pain. I got a love that never can be. I got a love that's burning me. Oh, I know the passion, I know the pain. Oh, ooh, it's love, it's really love, I know. Ooh, I know I shouldn't take the chance, but I got such a need for him. He is my first romance. I wish he'd hold me tight and love me through the night. My mama says it's wrong for such a young girl to love so strong. It's like the sunshine in the rain, to know the passion and the fear. I got a love that never can be. I got a love that's burning me. I know the passion, couldn't end it.
Give
I'm
her a
used
big
to
round
my
of applause,
band.
everybody. No, you did. You did. I'm great. I'm great. I'm good. I'm good. I'm good. I'm great. I'm great. I'm great. Amanda Holly, give her a big round of applause, everybody. Yes, indeed.
Hi, guys.
Yeah. Good. I liked your vocal range and everything. I like that attitude that came in.
I get a little carried away.
Yeah. So when did you start doing all of this?
I started singing, I guess, before I could even speak, and started performing at a lot of town things in I grew up in Jersey. I was born in Newark. From the time I was like 8, and I couldn't stop. Once somebody put me on the stage, I just couldn't stop.
Yeah.
And it's been that way ever since.
Oh, you performed with a lot of people too. Academy Awards. Just speak about that. Who are those people that you met?
We have a lot of amazing producers for the project. I'm pretty excited about it. From anybody from Grammy winners like Rob Fasari or Charlie Wallert, who did a lot of O.C. Smith and George Benson stuff. We have producers for Gaga and Beyonce and just kind of everybody. But it's going to be amazing. I'm really interested to see how everything ends up in the end.
But how does it feel working with all these notable people that you
Pretty
looked
crazy.
up to? And
Yeah, over the past year, I actually got to meet Aretha a few times and got to have a brief little exchange with her, which was really inspiring. And Shaka complimented my shoes,
oh,
which
she
was
did?
crazy. 'Cause,
The very shoes you have on?
Yes.
Oh, okay. What did she say?
She was just saying, she's like, you have good taste, you're going to go really far. So that was very cool. Eddie Levert, I spent a lot of time with Eddie. I mean, a lot of kids my age don't know Eddie.
From the OJs.
From the OJs. My MD, my musical director, he's been with them for 30 years. So he's always just amazing. Just when I think I can't let go anymore, he gives me that behind me, and it just makes me go crazy.
So what's the name of this project that you're working on?
It's just going to be a major release. We're debating on which label right now, so I can't really say too much.
Oh, so you got a deal in the works. And look, she can't say anything.
So, yeah, I really just want to reach as many people in the world as possible, and it was interesting, too, because you had them talking about the kids and working with kids, and I actually work with the Special Needs Foundation right now.
Oh, good.
I'm on the board for that, and then I'm forming a Amanda Holly Children's Foundation. So as things escalate, I really want to take care of the kids, because that's sort of, I mean, I came out of a lot as a kid growing up, and I want to pay it. Yeah, he said pay it forward, so that really freaked me out, because my mentor always said that. So.
Well, they have a gala coming up. Maybe they can get you involved in the gala.
Yeah, that'd be awesome.
They're talking about it right now as we speak. See, they are.
That'd be fantastic.
See?
Well, kids are the most
That could be a
important
start.
people that we have in this world, because they're the ones that make the future. So
That's right.
future society is highly appropriate.
So what happens next for you?
Next, we release a single in the fall, which is going to be Soul Singer, and I'll show you guys a little bit of it with a video in the works, and just start doing as many major appearances as possible. So obviously, I need to, learn how to do these camera things. I'm kind of more the shy one. It took me a second. It took me till I was 19 to even decide to pursue this. So I spent a few years
So you were singing behind the
working on
curtain
this.
for a while before you stepped
Yeah, I was
out
doing
on stage.
theater stuff and, jazz. I sang with Les Paul when I was a teen, and I didn't really want to go into this, even though I'm a writer, but I was just more or less a little
so
bit.
you're out there, got the stage presence and everything. You're still working on it, right?
The stage, the audiences, I'm learning about cameras. Cameras are new to me.
Don't worry about that. They're your friends.
Yeah,
Hey, Mom.
cameras are new. But the more people, the better. I love to sing to people. That's my favorite thing. So I'll never get scared of an audience. Actually,
website?
they bring out the best in
Social
me.
networking? Website?
Yeah, listentoamanda.com. And actually, that song, my Aunt Pat Holly wrote that. And
Oh, okay.
Yeah, she wrote a lot for Stephanie Mills back in the day.
Beautiful.
But she
So it's
too
in the
was like, don't do recording industry. Just
It's
because
tough.
of what it's become. But you know what? I'm tough. I've been through everything.
There you go.
and
That's what I want to hear. Say, I'm good, I'm tough,
most
I'm great.
people would never have made it through my life. So I'm here and I'm standing strong and pay it forward and all that good stuff.
I love it. Amanda Holly, give her a big
He
round
has
of applause.
such a silky
everybody.
voice.
All right. You're going to take us home. I'm going to do this. You'll do that right
Oh,
after I
yeah,
finish?
yeah.
Okay. Thank you so much, Amanda. Thank you for tuning in and checking it all out, too. And I want to thank you, our viewer, for watching. And don't forget to tune in to an all-new Open this Wednesday with our host, Darren Jaime. Always remember this: what you are is God's gift to you, and what you make of yourself is your gift to God. So choose your choice. Let your choice control the choosing. Always say, I'm good. I'm great. I'm good. I'm great. I'm strong. I'm tough. Right?
Yes.
Catch you on tonight right after the Quiet Storm with Lenny Green. I'm the Dr. Bob Lee. From all of us here at BronxNet, have a great and enjoyable day. We love you all. Amanda Holly, take us home. Give her a big hand, everybody. Here we go.
Sing it from your soul, soul singer. Sing it to the world, hey. Soul singer, we're listening, baby. Yeah. She didn't do it for the money. She didn't do it for the show. She got to hear the voices of the angels. She sang it high. She let it go all around the world. She sanctified them from the jukebox speakers. Said all your troubles, let them go. Sing it from your soul, soul singer. Sing it to the world, soul bringer. Let the haters go. Soul singer, show us what you know. Show us what you know. Oh, we're listening, baby. Yeah. He didn't do it from his teardrops. No, no. He did it from the hope inside. Oh, she didn't find it in the mirror, baby. She found it when she closed her eyes. She sanctified them from the radio. Said all your troubles, let them go. Sing it from your soul, soul singer. Sing it to the world, light bringer. Let the haters go. It's what you know. Show us what you know. Sing it from your soul, soul singer. Everywhere you go, light bringer. Let the haters go. Show us what you know. We're listening, baby. Oh, we're listening. Everybody has a little soul singer inside. Sing a sweet song in the rain. Everybody has a soul song lullaby. Keep you company. Sing it to your friends, to your mama, to your papa, little baby, to your love.